I'm Rod Sterling. You're listening to the Zero Hour.
Suspense. I'm the Whistler.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Who is it?
The Fat Man.
Presents The Man Called X.
The Mysterious Traveler. Another journey into the realm of the strange and terrifying. I hope you will enjoy the trip, that it will thrill you a little and chill you a little. So settle back, get a good grip on your nerves. Where are we going? You'll find out when we get there.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Drama and Theater, brought to you by Duane Old Time Radio. Drama and Theater features some of the best programs from the golden age of radio, including Escape, The Fat Man, Suspense, The Whistler, Zero Hour, Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar, and many, many more. Before we start today's drama, if you enjoy what I'm doing, let me ask you to subscribe to my channel. Subscribing is 100% free, and you will receive notifications on new posts. Lastly, if you have a moment, write a short 1 or 2 sentence review or give a rating on your preferred podcast service. A positive review or rating would help me out a lot. And now, on to the drama. And thank you for your support, as always. This week we're going to have 3 episodes from The Man Called X. We have 3 episodes because I want to wrap up the year of 1944. These are my last 3 episodes from that year. The first one is, and I don't have episode numbers for these, but the first one aired India Quinine Contract, September 30th, 1944. Then International Blackmail Racket, October 14th, 1944. And then finally Stolen Diamonds, December 25th, 1944. These are our early episodes of The Man Called X.
Look to Lockheed for leadership. The men and women of Lockheed Aircraft present Herbert Marshall in The Man Called X. Produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. The Man Called X. He is the man who crosses the ocean as readily as you and I cross town. He is the man who travels today as you and I will travel tomorrow. He is the man who fights today's war in his unique fashion so that tomorrow's peace will make the world a neighborhood for all of us. He is the Man Called X. Tonight, Mr. X takes us to India, land of jeweled Maharajas and beautiful princesses. But as the story opens, Mr. X is not yet within earshot of softly tinkling temple bells. For the moment, he's traveling down New York's Great White Way. And the lady sharing the cab with him is not an Indian princess, but Miss Nancy Bessington, anxious to arrive on time for the opening of a new musical comedy.
Driver, I want you to drop us at the Gotham Towers, corner 45th Street. Okay.
Why, Ken, that's miles away from the theater. What are you up to?
Donnie, I'm trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, to get rid of this Barney Oldfield and to deliver a letter.
Letter? Are you by any chance working for the post office department?
No, dear, but there's a department in Washington that'll be plenty interested in it.
Washington? And you whisper that in my ear 10 minutes before curtain time.
Oh, I was going to tell you. But with this fellow's driving, all I could think of was the police department.
24th floor. Penthouse elevator to your right, down the hall. Just push the button. It's automatic.
Come on, Nancy.
Okay.
Now, this whole affair won't take us 3 minutes, sweet. All I have to do is to deliver the letter to a certain Ama Pahalani.
Who?
Well, he's the representative of an East Indian Maharaja who's been here negotiating some deal or other.
Well, what's in the letter, Ken?
I think it's a contract. Oh. The boys didn't choose to tell me, and I didn't choose to ask because I didn't want to be dragged into the matter.
Here, let me push the button for the elevator. There.
You better push it again. It's not... Oh, here it comes. Stand aside, dear. The door's sliding open.
Oh, there's someone in here.
Someone was in there. This man's dead. Well, look at his turban, all covered with blood.
Oh, don't touch him.
Wait, his eyes are flickering open. He's trying to speak. Mr. Pahalani?
Pahalani?
Are you Ama Pahalani?
He's trying to... He nodded.
Yeah. Mr. Pahalani, I'm Kenneth Thurston. I'm Mr. X. I brought you a letter. A contract that must be delivered.
His lips are moving. He's trying to say something.
Yes, let me bend closer.
Sorry.
Can you whisper, Mr. Pahalani? Who is to get the letter? Yeah? Maharaja? Is that what you're saying? Maharaja?
Ken, the buzzer.
Yes, someone's pushed the button upstairs. Let's get out of here, quick. And stand away from the door. It's closing. Now to get downstairs fast, and then I want a taxi that can fly.
Ken, how in the world can you think of going to the theater now?
Theater? Honey, I'm going to India.
Oh!
Thurston, we're about to land, sir.
Oh, wonderful city, isn't it, Stewart? Those golden roofs shining in the sun. All those graceful domes and spires. Gosh.
Look out the other window, sir. See? There's the Maharaja's palace.
Why, it's like a walled city in itself.
Yes, sir.
Look at that huge tower. I wonder what the palace looks like on the inside.
Inside? I've often wondered, too, sir.
Well, I'll tell you all about it on my way back.
You might find that rather difficult, sir. No foreigner has ever left that palace alive.
Steady your back, Saeed.
Hello, Mr. Thurston. Why, Pegon Zellschmidt, you chasing me again?
But I'm Zagan, Mr. X.
Oh, Pegon, either one. It's like being chased by the devil.
Isn't it fantastic that we should meet here in India?
Not as fantastic as your costume. A man with your physique parading around in a loincloth.
But Mr. X, I'm a yogi.
Oh, a yogi, is it?
A yogi of great powers. I know the language of animals. I can foretell the future. I can transport you magically to any distant spot.
Then you're just the man I want. Transport me to the Maharaja's palace.
Oh, well, Mr. X, there are limits even to my power.
You think your powers would increase if I gave you 50 rupees?
Oh, yes. I already feel much stronger. For 100 rupees, I'll take you to the Maharaja's prime minister. He will be very happy to arrange an interview with the Maharaja.
How do you know he'll be happy to arrange it?
Didn't I see I can see the future?
And I can still see your past, so take your hand out of my pocket.
I'm sorry.
You're not going to steal that letter, Pegon?
I'm delighted to see you, Mr. Thurston. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
Permit me to finish. I'm delighted to see you in my capacity as a private individual. But as the Maharaja's Prime Minister, I'm pained to inform you that you will not be granted permission to stay.
Suppose I tell you that I was sent by Ama Pahalani.
And may I inquire who Ama Pahalani is?
Was. He died in New York, murdered, while on a mission for the Maharaja, as you well know.
But I do not know. At no time did His Highness the Maharaja send any emissary to the United States.
Well, surely Washington wouldn't have received him as an accredited representative.
I am as mystified as you are, Mr. Thurston.
But But look at this envelope. It contains certain papers which must be delivered to His Highness.
I know of no papers, Mr. Thurston. Is it possible that you are the victim of a practical joke?
Well, Amama Pahalani must have had quite a sense of humor to let himself be murdered for a laugh.
I agree with you. It's baffling. Write me the solution when you get home, because you are taking the evening plane back to America.
Mr. Prime Minister, I still request that you get me into the palace.
You are asking the impossible. I won't attempt miracles.
No, that would probably call for a yogi with magic powers.
Sahib, see great rope trick, Sahib. I will show you now, Chief. May you grow rich.
No, Mr. X, don't trust him. He's a charlatan.
It's about time you showed up, Pegon.
I almost couldn't come, Mr. X. You see, this is my hour for lying on a board studded with nails.
I'm kind of on pins and needles myself. Now, did you arrange to get me into the palace?
Wait. Let us stop in front of the snake charmer.
Not too close to the snake, please.
Pretend to be watching him while I whisper to you. Now listen carefully, Mr. X. Tonight I will take you to the palace.
Pegon? How? When? I'm not even asking how much.
Pretty small, only 1,000 rupees. Meet me at midnight by the Babbling Brook under the palace walls.
Midnight, Babbling Brook. You shall get your 1,000 rupees. Thanks, Pegon. And I don't need to add, may you grow rich. Do those temple bells always go off at midnight?
Yes, they ring for the souls of those who entered this palace grounds and were never seen again.
Charming custom. Yes. Well, lead the way.
Here, Mr. F. Up the steps. There are guards about and a few tigers on the loose.
Fine thing. These stairs seem endless.
Yes, we are going up into the tower. Here is the balcony from which they throw down the bodies.
The bodies of unexpected visitors, I suppose.
Yes. Now climb through after me. This is the window of the 1,000 jewels.
Pegon, is it cricket to sneak into the Maharaja's room like this?
Are you in? Jump down. This is not the Maharaja's room, Mr. X.
Then where am I, Pegon? Look, I insist on seeing the Maharaja.
Won't I do?
Huh?
Instead?
Who are you? So fragile in your shimmering veils.
I am the Princess Radhanika, the Maharaja's niece. And you are a guest in my chamber.
It's an exquisite chamber. Too bad that I can't stay and admire the sights.
Mr. X, maybe I did wrong to bring you into the Zenana, the women's quarter.
Man to man, Pegon. I don't object at all.
Thank you.
The princess will undoubtedly lead me to the Maharaja.
No, you must not see him. That is why I sent for you. My uncle is a cruel, evil man. He'll believe us. Sit outside on my doorstep.
I obey, O princess. Goodbye, Mr. X, and may you grow happy and wise.
Sit by me, Mr. X. On these cushions.
Silken cushions. Fragrant with jasmine. Huh?
I'm signaling my musicians. They will play so that our conversation may not be overheard. You will find betel nuts and sweetmeats on that golden tray. Reach for the wine.
A jug of wine and thou. No, I better keep my head clear for the interview with the Maharaja.
Why do you keep insisting on that? Must I warn you again and again of the danger?
I love you for that, but why are you so concerned about a stranger like me?
Because you are not a stranger.
Press my hand like that again, and I'll begin to agree with you.
You're not a stranger. Because we knew someone in common. Amma Pahalani,
Well, I'm glad to hear someone claim Pahalani for a friend. The Prime Minister denied that the man ever existed.
The Prime Minister was not aware that Amar went to the United States.
Apparently, the Prime Minister doesn't keep up with things. Very sloppy of him not to keep track of the Maharaja's emissaries.
But he was not the Maharaja's emissary. I sent him to your country, Mr. X.
You?
To raise money. Much money.
Oh, don't tell me you're broke, Princess. Why, your lovely arms, I mean, they glisten with emeralds and rubies.
It takes limitless money to overthrow the Maharaja.
Am I to understand that you and the late Mr. Pahalani had serious thoughts of deposing the Maharaja?
Yes. And to kill him. Just as he killed my father. With his own hands to gain the throne.
Oh, and those stories about the Maharaja's cruelty aren't just publicity.
Someday the truth will be told that my father didn't die of malaria.
Malaria is quite a nuisance around here, isn't it? Wonder if I'm allergic.
I would 1,000 times rather have you die of malaria than be strangled by the Maharaja.
You are concerned, Princess. And you obviously don't want me to deliver the letter to His Highness, in spite of Pahalani's dying request.
Perhaps you misunderstood him. Perhaps he said Rananika, not Maharaja.
Perhaps. His English was far from perfect. Whereas your lips speak a universal language.
So give me the letter. You will not find me ungrateful.
Ah, paradise now.
Oh. No, don't kiss me again. There's the letter.
Radanika, why change the subject?
Because I must get that letter before the Maharaja arrives.
Let him arrive. I welcome his arrival. Your kisses have made me as bold as a lion.
Keep your voice down. Are you deliberately trying to get him to come in here?
Yes, deliberately and cold-bloodedly.
Please?
Do you think I'll just hand you that letter and leave like a cad, letting you face danger alone?
Sounds so wild.
Yes, I'm in a fever of indignation. Fever. Oh, Radanika, feel my head. Am I kicking up a temperature?
Give me the letter.
I'm ill.
Give me the letter and go.
Go. In my condition, my knees are giving way. Let me just lie here on the couch.
No, you mustn't lie down. Mr. X, sit up.
Malaria. Can it be malaria?
No.
Why, my teeth are chattering.
Please,
I've got to
please,
shake.
no. Yogi, come in here.
Yogi's everything at your disposal, Princess.
Mr. X is either play acting or he is ill with malaria.
I can cure sickness of the soul, but for the body, I would need quinine.
Mustn't mention quinine. Only the court physician has that, and he would betray us.
I'm chilled. Cover me.
Yes, cover him.
Well, here, Mr. X, I'm putting rocks on you.
All right. No, Yogi, we've got to get him out of here. But first you must help me search for that letter.
Pegon, is that you?
Yes.
Put blankets on me.
Why?
More. Cover me with your jacket.
But, Mr. X, if I give you my jacket, then I will freeze in this loincloth.
Put your jacket on him, Yogi. Anything to keep him quiet while we search him.
Well, here is my coat, Mr. Feel warmer now?
Put on the light, Yogi. No one must know that I'm still awake.
But, Princess, I always find it difficult to pick pockets in the dark.
The gong.
Oh.
Yogi, that's a signal. The Maharaja has left his chambers. Heaven help us if he enters this tower.
I'll blow out the light in a minute if I can ever catch my breath.
Now we must wait here in the dark, Yogi. The gong will sound nearer and nearer.
Oh, I can foretell the future, and it's not very promising.
I'm sorry he ever came here. I'm afraid.
Ah, my beloved. Fill the cup that clears today of past regrets and future fears.
Poetry, he is delirious.
Search it. This can mean death.
Dust unto dust and under dust to lie. Sans wine, sans song, sans singer, and sans end.
In a moment, we will continue with the second act of tonight's exploit of the man called X, starring Mr. Herbert Marshall. But first, a word from the men and women of Lockheed. Ladies and gentlemen, The Lockheed Constellation is the largest, fastest, highest-flying land transport in use today. Certainly, this is an interesting statement. Yet again tonight, we of Lockheed wish to point out what these points of superiority, largest, fastest, highest flying, mean to you, the airline passenger. Now, the ability to carry heavy loads for great distances at high speed is a direct result of power and design. And these factors, power and design, built into the Lockheed Constellation, provide such things as safety and comfort and economy. The Constellation can fly high over the highest mountain ranges and high above storms and disturbing air currents. It can land and take off from any standard airport. And, this is important, it can maintain altitude and even climb on any 2 of its 4 powerful engines. Furthermore, on flights of as short as 100 miles, the Lockheed Constellation has been found to operate more efficiently and more economically than the ordinary 2-engine transport you fly in today. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, safety-wise and comfort-wise and economy-wise, the Lockheed Constellation is setting brand new standards in air transportation. Today, it serves the Army Air Forces. Tomorrow, it will serve you, bringing the airport in your town closer and ever closer to other cities and towns in America and to lands beyond the horizon. So again, we say, remember the name, the Lockheed Constellation, another example of Lockheed leadership. We return to tonight's exploit to the man called X, starring Herbert Marshall, to find him in the scented boudoir of an Indian princess. He had come to this mysterious principality of India to deliver a letter to the ruling Maharaja. But now Mr. X is suffering from an attack of malaria, and the princess is trying to steal the letter from his pocket, while gongs announce the approach of the Maharaja.
Yogi, the gongs sound in the tower now. The Maharaja is coming up the stairs.
Princess, I've looked through all the pockets of Mr. X. I can't find the letter.
Wait, I will draw aside the curtains. Let the moon shine in.
Yon rising moon looks for us again. How oft hereafter will she wax and wane?
No letter. I am ready to give up and magically transport myself a safe distance from here.
Wait, Yogi, before you leave. I must give you a note to take to the Prime Minister. I will write it here in the moonlight. Wait.
While Mr. X's pockets are so convenient, I might as well collect my small fee of 1,000 rupees.
Take the cash and let the credit go. Nor heed the rumble of the distant drum.
Here is the note. The Prime Minister will know what to do when he gets it.
Before I go, I must get back the jacket that I put on Mr. X. This loincloth looks too informal. Here. Now.
Have you got your jacket on?
Yes.
Then go. Behind that tapestry, you will find a secret door.
What? A dark passage. What is the strange smell? It's suffocating.
You will get used to the smell. Goodbye, Yogi, goodbye. And now I'm alone with this babbling idiot. What am I to do with him?
Make the most of time we may yet spend before we too into the dust descend.
Veronica, open the door. Veronica!
Yes, Your Highness. I'm opening it.
I heard voices in here. Chamberlain, bring a light.
Here is the lamp, Your Highness.
Hold it higher. A man.
An intruder, Uncle. I struggled. I fought him.
Yes, fought him with sweetmeats and betel nuts. Fought me with soft blandishments.
You're all right.
To keep me from disturbing Your Highness's slumber. Nonsense. She knows very well that I have insomnia. Rise, sir. Who are you? I'm the man called X, an amateur letter carrier. I beg your...
Don't listen to him. He has no letter.
Of course he hasn't, Veronica. I was not born yesterday. Highness, does the name Amar Pahalani mean anything to you? Huh? Yes. Yes, it means 1,000,000 rupees. It means a missing contract for the sale of 10,000 pounds of cinchona bark. Then the deal involves cinchona bark. Precious cinchona from which quinine is made. Yes. Tell me, Have you really got Amar's letter?
He hasn't. Have him shot.
In good time, Radanika. Mr. X, do not try my patience.
I'm forced to, Your Highness. The letter, owing to interference with the mail, is not on me.
What? Lost?
Not if we hurry.
Where to?
To the always hospitable home of His Excellency the Prime Minister. That's where the letter is.
It's a lie. Don't go with him. Don't.
I seldom lie, Princess. Though occasionally I exaggerate things like malaria symptoms. Why don't you, slip something over your shimmering veils and come along with us?
Do so, Radanika. Then, if the fellow is a liar, Uncle will let you shoot him with Uncle's own gun.
No, I can't. I won't go.
He's trying to escape through the window.
Window of 1,000 jewels. I've caught her.
Put her down. Let me go.
No, Princess. No. I'm carrying you to yon jasmine-scented cushion.
Hurry, Mr. X. The Prime Minister retires early.
I hope you'll retire permanently. Coming, Your Highness. Just let me cover Radanika with a rug. When I tore a chunk out of her shimmering veil. There.
Your Highness. Servant, where is your worthy master, that scoundrel?
Why, His Excellency he's out.
Out? Now what excuse will you find, Mr. X?
The letter is coming by carrier pigeon, and that means you, Zegan, get out from under that table.
Mr. X, this is my hour for making myself invisible.
Stand up like a man and pick your pocket.
My own pocket is highly unprofessional.
Then I'll have to do it for you, Zegan.
Oh, no, please.
Oh, stop squirming, no.
Well,
have to look in your other pocket. Don't act so kittenish.
I'm ticklish.
Here it is. Your Highness, I have the honor of handing you the letter.
Amar Pahalani's letter, sealed with his own ring. Now let me open it.
I had a fortune in my pocket and I didn't know it. What kind of a yogi am I?
As one miracle man to another, Zegan, I switched the letter from my pocket to yours when you covered me with your jacket.
Yes, the contract is in order. Look, sealed, signed.
And delivered, finally. And so will the Chincona bark be delivered to my country. With most quinine in the hands of the Japs, this will be vital to our men in the Pacific.
What? Mr. X, an explosion.
Yes, look out the window. Please.
The Chincona warehouses, burning, blown out.
Let's hurry there.
Oh, dear.
Lest we run into that visiting fireman, the Prime Minister. Everything is getting clearer and clearer.
Clearer with those clouds of smoke.
Pegon, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Highness, the calamity. The warehouse is in ashes.
The Prime Minister is directing the rescue, Your Highness.
Versatile fella. Burns the candle at both ends.
You man, send the Prime Minister here.
He's already coming. A diplomat on a fire helmet.
Highness, Mr. X, my friends, you must dry your tears. This tragedy was written in the Book of Fate.
Are you sure it wasn't written in the note which the princess sent you?
It was, Mr. X. I picked the note a little.
Maharaja Sahib, do not listen to the yogi. He's probably in a trance. What mortal man can tell why and how Chincona bark burns?
My nose can tell. And it's not Chincona that's burning. This smoke doesn't smell of quinine.
Your Highness, you trust the nose of this foreigner against
no,
the word?
Mr. Prime Minister. These warehouses were empty, systematically looted by you and the princess. And the bark stored elsewhere for eventual sale to Japan.
Your Highness, I can explain.
Explain the murder of Amar Pahalani by your spies.
Explain in your next existence. I shoot you like a dog. May you grow dead. Maybe I killed him too impulsively. Now I shall never discover where the Chincona is stored.
Visit the lovely Radanika. Ask her to draw aside a priceless tapestry. Open a hidden door to a secret passage.
But don't suffocate, Your Highness. I nearly choked to death. Yogi breath control notwithstanding.
Yes, the Chincona bark smelled to high heavens, Zegan. But not worse than Radanika's silken cushions. Confidentially, I hate the smell of jasmine.
The cushions will be buried in the same grave with Radanika.
Poor Radanika. I hope Your Highness will give her a state burial. It's most unlikely that I shall meet her in another existence. Yon rising moon that looks for us again. How oft hereafter will she wax and wane? How oft hereafter rising look for us through that same garden, and for one in vain.
Star, Mr. Herbert Marshall returns to tell you about next week's exploit of the man called X. Here is an announcement from Lockheed. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, Sunday, October 1st, marks another important milestone in the history of air transportation. Tomorrow, a Lockheed Lodestar, flying the colors of national airlines, takes off from the Jacksonville, Florida airport and flies the first national airline schedule to New York City. Other Lockheed Lodestars will follow on regular schedules to establish the fastest airline service up and down the Atlantic seaboard. Lockheed congratulates national airlines on the inauguration of this new service, a progressive step that is typical of many other United States airlines. Most of them started small, and with the support of air-minded Americans, extended and expanded until today our nation is a vast network of integrated air systems. Yes, the nation's airlines have established a progress record unmatched by any other American industry. And this is only the beginning. Tomorrow, after victory, new planes and new routes will make the entire world part of the airline network, a system that you and every American can enjoy. And now a word from our star, Herbert Marshall.
Next week you'll find me high among the peaks of the eternal Alps in Switzerland, where a simple toy music box leads to adventure, romance, and even danger. For there's a beautiful blonde involved who also proves to be a beautiful shot with a high-powered rifle. So join us, won't you, when next I return as the man called X.
Presented by the men and women of Lockheed Aircraft. Tonight's exploit was written by Francis Farago. Original music was composed and conducted by Felix Mills. The entire production was under the direction of Jack Johnstone. Mr. Marshall's appearance is through courtesy of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, producers of the Technicolor picture Kismet. The men and women of Lockheed invite you to join Mr. X again next Saturday. Same time, same station. John McIntyre speaking. This is the Blue Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lockheed presents Mr. Herbert Marshall as the man called X.
Look to Lockheed for leadership. The men and women of Lockheed Aircraft present Herbert Marshall in The Man Called X, produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. The Man Called X. He is the man who crosses the ocean as readily as you or I cross town. He's the man who travels today as you and I will travel tomorrow. He is the man who fights today's war in his unique fashion, so that tomorrow's peace will make the world a neighborhood for all of us. He is the man called X. Tonight, Mr. X spins the globe and puts his finger on the Balkans, where he searches for an unknown but notorious international criminal. But right now, his mind is far from the troubled world, as he and his fiancée, Nancy Bessington, listen to Valse Bluette in the Gamut Music Shop on East 44th Street in New York City.
that's beautiful, Ken.
Then we'll take it, my dear.
Do you think they could play that for our wedding march, darling?
Well, it might be rather tough to waltz down the aisle to, and Mendelssohn and Wagner will probably turn over in their graves, but if you insist...
Have you decided to take it, sir?
Yes, will you wrap it, please?
Certainly. It'll just take a moment.
Ah, darling, do you realize how many things we have in common? Good music, good books, good... Ken, are you listening?
Petko.
What did you say, Ken?
Petko Todorovich.
Pet who? Ken, where are you going?
Nancy, that man just leaving the shop. Darn it. Now, which way did he go?
Ken, what under the sun are you...
Petko. I lost him in the crowd.
And just who is Petko, if you don't mind?
I haven't seen him since we were at school together in Switzerland.
School? Oh, an old friend.
A very close friend, Nancy.
Well, thank goodness. For a minute, I thought you were getting mixed up in one of those things again.
But, Ken, you still haven't told me how you got Petko's address.
From Jimmy Hale on the Globe. Come on, Petko, open up. I'd heard he was coming over here as representative of Tito's government.
Oh. Well, then this isn't just a social call after all.
Funny. Why, it's open. Petko, are you home or...
Ken in that chair.
Petko.
Look at him.
Yes, Nancy. Shot through the heart.
But, Ken, why?
I don't know. But he was here on important business for his government.
And he must have been working when it happened. See, here's his typewriter. And, he was just writing a letter. It's to somebody named Anna. But it may give us some idea.
Anna?
But you know her, Ken?
His wife, Nancy. Anna was in Switzerland the year I met Petko. She was very lovely.
Oh?
I was in love with her, too.
Oh.
But I left after that summer, and they were married a couple of years later. Oh, it'll be a terrible shock to her. They were devoted.
Well, what does the letter say, Ken?
Dearest Anna, you will never know the agonies I've suffered being away from you. And you will never know how I feel having to leave you again. But, my darling, day and night I dream of the time when we may be together once more. So bless you. And 1,000,000 kisses from your loving Petko.
Well, I didn't know either of them, but it makes me feel terrible.
Nancy, you had the right hunch when I saw Petko leave the music shop. This is one of those things.
Mrs. Anna Todorovich, 1719 Tsar, Ospotoditl Street, Sofia, Bulgaria.
Yes, Chief. That envelope, already addressed, lay beside the typewriter. They must have moved from Belgrade when Yugoslavia was overrun by the Nazis.
Find anything else, Ken?
The violin, Ken.
Yes, a violin. I didn't know he played. But here's the important thing, Chief. In the medicine cabinet, wrapped inside an ordinary gauze bandage roll, I found this. Here.
Microfilm. Let's see. Look at it through this glass, Ken.
I know. 3 million marks. Borrowed by the Reichsbank from the Belgrade State Bank. Anton Gubek, director.
Anton Gubek. Just a minute. Miller, Dufrovsky, Racek, Gubek. Well, I thought I saw that name on the list. Anton Gubek left New York on a plane this morning for Sofia, Bulgaria.
Oh? But why Sofia?
There's a branch of the Belgrade Bank there.
So that's why Petko was here. He must have had evidence that one of his fellow Yugoslavs was in secret collaboration with the Nazis. He traced him to New York and was about to expose him.
But Gubek got to him first.
Could be. Chief, do me a favor.
Well?
Keep this quiet until I have a chance to see Anna Todorovich and tell her about Petko.
Oh, but Ken, Anna is in Bulgaria.
Yes, my darling, Bulgaria.
Oh!
Landing at Sofia in 5 minutes. Sofia, sir. The plane continues on to Istanbul, Cairo, Ceylon, and Sydney, Australia. You may change for planes for Bucharest, Moscow, Arden, Baghdad.
sorry, Anna. You and Petco must have been so happy together.
Oh, it's too happy. Oh, Ken, why? Why, Petco?
Later, Anna. We'll talk about that later.
But I must know. What did he say to you when you saw him?
Unfortunately, the only time I saw him was just a glimpse as he was leaving a music shop.
Oh.
By the way, I never knew Petco was a violinist.
Oh, he just played for his own amusement. He loved music. He loved everything beautiful. Oh.
No, Anna, dear, don't.
Oh, I'm all right now, Ken.
Anna, do you know a man named Anton Gubek?
Anton Gubek? No, Ken. Should I?
Not particularly. I have an idea he's not a very nice man.
But who is he, Ken?
The director of the Belgrade Bank. He has offices here in Sofia.
But, Ken, what has this to do with Petco?
That's exactly what I want to find out. From Mr. Gubek. Mr. Gubek?
Yes?
My name's Thurston.
Well, what can I do for you?
Mr. Gubek, do you know a man named Petko Todorovich?
Todorovich? No, I'm afraid I don't.
Todorovich was found dead a few days ago in New York City.
So? What has that to do with me?
He was in possession of a photostatic record of dealings between this bank and the Reichsbank.
My dear man, what bank has not had dealings at one time or another with banks of other countries? After all, finance is international. I'm afraid I fail to understand the purpose of your visits.
Oh, I think you do understand. And is there any reason why you shouldn't tell me what you know?
I haven't said I know anything.
Well, in case you change your mind, you can reach me at the Grand Palace Hotel.
Why should I change my mind?
Because the police might be interested in knowing that you left New York on the day Todorovich was murdered. More coffee, Anna?
No, thank you, Ken.
Feel better now?
Much. Thanks to your dear self. Petco always said the best cure for grief was music, food, and laughter. You have given me all three tonight.
Anna, think a minute. Are you sure Petco never mentioned Anton Gubek?
I have been thinking ever since you spoke of him, but you see, I knew very little about Petco's business affairs. And since we came to Sofia, practically nothing at all.
What will you do now, Anna?
Go back to Belgrade? Or perhaps even to your America?
Gypsy music is the same all over the world, but this is one of the best groups I've heard in a long time.
Gancho's gypsy violins are very popular. Do you see how some of the players wander around among the tables?
I certainly do. But believe me, Anna, no gypsy wrote that song. And that arrangement.
So you do not care for my improvisations. Well, what else can one play in a cheese box like that?
Pegon Zellschmidt.
Hello, Mr. Thurston. I thought you'd never get here to Sofia, but it was worth waiting for. Will you introduce me?
Oh, yes, Madame Todorovich. Mr. Zellschmidt.
Hello.
Poet, scientist, musician, and admirer of beautiful women. I kiss your hand, madame.
Well.
You might as well sit down, Pegon. I suppose it's pointless for me to ask you how you happen to be in Sofia. Or is it just an unhappy coincidence?
Surely, Mr. Thurston, you didn't expect me to abandon you in such a crisis.
Well, why not? You've done it before.
Yes, but only for money. And in case of extreme necessity. And speaking of necessity, Mr. Thurston, there is a little item.
What, already?
Well, in addition to the normal traveling expenses, it was expensive to find out your destination. Taxi drivers, baggage masters.
Not a penny, Pegon. Our relationship at the present is purely social.
No, well, in that case, I guess I'd better get back to my wretched job.
Now, just a minute. What does Anton Gubek mean to you?
Oh, you are a very fine psychologist, Mr. Thurston. When you say Gubek, I think of money.
Go on, what else?
What else is there to think of, Mr. Thurston?
All right. What do you know about Gubek?
Well, I know he returned to Sofia on this afternoon's plane.
This afternoon?
Yes, I understand that Mr. Gubek was delayed in Cairo. As a matter of fact, on my way down to my miserable work this evening, I saw him enter his own house with his luggage.
Oh?
Oh, a perfect abomination of Rococo. It's over there in 47 Koshkovo Boulevard.
47 Koshkovo Boulevard.
Yes, and now, excuse me, Mr. X, and the beautiful madame. I must return. It is my turn to play a solo. Au revoir, madame. And if you should need further assistance, Mr. X, I have very flexible business hours.
Your friend Zegon is a comedian, Ken.
Oh, he's amusing enough, but he's got a price list for every laugh. Anna, I hate to bring such a charming evening to a close so quickly, but I want to talk to Gubek tonight. So if you don't mind, I'll see you home first.
Oh, don't bother, Ken. Just put me in a cab. After all, my house is a long way from Koshkovo Boulevard.
Yes? What do you want? Oh, officer. I came here to see Mr. Gubek.
There's Mr. Gubek in there, on the floor. Dead.
Wait a minute. This isn't Gubek?
No? Well, who do you think it is?
This isn't the man I talked to at Gubek's office yesterday afternoon.
I don't know anything about that. But this man is Anton Gubek.
Then who was the man I talked to?
Just a moment. We will continue with Act 2 of tonight's exploit of The Man Called X, starring Herbert Marshall. But first, a word from the men and women of Lockheed. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lockheed Constellation is the largest, fastest, highest-flying land transport in use today. It is capable of carrying 64 passengers, crew, and cargo across the nation in 7 hours. Its 4 engines provide a cruising speed of better than 300 miles an hour and a flight ceiling of well over 20,000 feet. Now, all these facts might indicate to you that while the Constellation is a fine airplane, its use will be confined to long flights between super airports. This isn't true, of course. For all its size and speed and power, the Constellation easily takes off and lands in any standard airport. Furthermore, even on short flights of 100 and 200 miles, it has been found to operate more efficiently and more economically than the ordinary 2-engine transport you fly in today. Thus, while the Constellation is serving the air forces now, tomorrow it may serve the airport in your town. As an airline local or as a transcontinental express, it will offer you swift, comfortable, safe transportation to neighboring cities or to lands beyond the horizon. Again, ladies and gentlemen, remember the name, the Lockheed Constellation, another example of Lockheed leadership. Now to return to tonight's exploit of Mr. X, whose search for the murderer of his friend Petko Todorovich has led him to Sofia, Bulgaria, only to discover that his only suspect, Anton Gubek, dubious Yugoslav banker, also has been murdered. As we join him, he is in his hotel room with the ubiquitous Pegon Zellschmidt.
Mr. X, I am humiliated at having to bring up such a personal subject, but...
You don't look very humiliated to me, Segan.
Oh, well, I was so excited with my first solo appearance as a violinist that I neglected to conclude my negotiations with you at the cafe.
I don't recall any negotiations.
But, Mr. X, remember, I divulged invaluable information about the unfortunate Mr. Gubek.
Oh, in that case, you owe me money. Your invaluable information ran me right up a blind alley.
Well, then, perhaps you'll be even more interested in Mr. Macek, president of the Macedonian National Bank. Such an interesting story and not too expensive. Or perhaps Mr. Dobrovici, chairman of the board of directors of the Sofia Exchange.
Now, wait a minute. What kind of double talk is this, Segan?
No, not talk. Names and figures. All here. See? On this.
Microfilm. Zagon, where did you get this?
Oh, do not misunderstand me, Mr. X. I'm a man of scruples, but she was so beautiful, and I was only looking for her address.
Well, whose address? Looking where?
Why, your beautiful friend, of course, when her handbag lay on the table in the cafe.
Zagon, it's hard to believe there could be worse scoundrels than you, but there are, and not half so amusing.
Again, I am humiliated having to bring up a personal subject.
Well, perhaps these American dollars will save you from further embarrassment.
Oh, they do. I now recovered my dignity, and now as an honorable man, I must return this property to the beautiful lady.
That, Zagon, is a pleasure I shall reserve for myself. Good evening, Anna.
I wondered what happened to you. You didn't call. You didn't...
Oh, just a comedy of errors and mistaken identity, that's all.
What?
Now, you see, Gubeck isn't Gubeck at all. Or wasn't, I should say.
What do you mean?
Oh, I could put it this way. Gubeck is dead. Long live Gubeck.
Gubeck is dead?
Yes, but the man I thought was Gubeck is still alive. And most important of all, whoever he is, he's the murderer of Petko. And he's here in Sofia.
Oh, how could he be? Petko was murdered in New York. And, oh, but Ken, dear, let us not talk about this tonight.
All right. Shall we talk about a summer in Switzerland long ago?
Oh, yes.
About our scrambling for hours to get to the top of some place, only to ski down in a few seconds, laughing at time and space.
Ken, you remember, too. We were above the world. Out of the world. Out.
Did this violin belong to Petko?
Yes, Ken. I told you he loved to play. Just for himself.
Well, then he must have picked up the one he had in New York at the music shop where I saw him.
I wondered why he did not take this one with him, but he left so suddenly. Oh, but Ken, let us turn back the clock again. And remember, you returned to America without my ever telling you.
Telling me what, Anna?
That it was you, Ken. You, darling. Kiss me like you once did when...
Anna, something I must tell you about.
Yes,
A letter for you from Petko. He wrote it just before he died.
You read it to me, Ken.
Dearest Anna, you will never know the agonies I've suffered being away from you. And you will never know how I feel, having to leave you again. But my darling, day and night I dream of the time when we may be together once more. So, bless you, and a million kisses from your loving Petko.
Oh, poor Petko.
Now let me read it again. Dearest Anna, you will never know the agonies I've suffered being away from you, and you will never know how I feel.
Ken, why don't you go on?
Anna, the person who began this letter didn't finish it. Yes, Petko started typing, but see, beginning here, the touch is different, a much lighter touch. Somebody else finished the letter.
But who?
Somebody who didn't want to be exposed as an accomplice in an international blackmail racket. Someone connected with a music shop in New York City. Sounds incredible, doesn't it? But you did use the music shop, didn't you, Anna?
Is this some kind of fairy tale, Ken?
Petko got suspicious. He had evidence in microfilm. And when he traced you to that music shop in New York, he had a hard decision to make.
Go on, Ken.
And so, when he went back to the hotel, he sat down to write you a letter. What he intended to write was, "You'll never know how I feel, having discovered what you really are." So, Anna, you had to shoot him, complete the letter as your alibi, and get back here.
And by what magic do you know all this?
No magic at all. I believed this letter, until you yourself showed me how wrong I was.
I showed you?
You were the only one who knew I came here to see Gubeck, and you made sure I wouldn't see him. Who was the man I talked to at Gubeck's office, Anna?
Oh, you must be joking.
Unfortunately, this microfilm here is not very funny. Whoever this man is, he's dreamed up an insidious blackmail racket, using photostatic records of secret negotiations between the Nazis and bankers in some of the occupied countries. And he's making them pay off to save their necks from their own people. as their countries are liberated.
You are speaking about me, Mr. X.
Oh, there you are. Whoever you are.
But not Gubeck, eh? Schmutzige Schweinigel.
So, the trademark of a Nazi. And the portrait is complete. Even to the gun in your hand.
This isn't a picture, Mr. X. It works.
I don't doubt it. I've seen enough evidence that it does. Your gun worked too, didn't it, Anna? No wonder Petco didn't look me up when he came to New York. He was ashamed to let me know that his devoted Anna had turned traitor. Not only to his great love for her, but to her people, to her country.
Stop it.
Why did you do it, Anna? Was it money? Was it because Petco lost everything he had when the Nazis moved in?
Stop!
I can imagine what Petco went through when he found you in New York. When he discovered what you were doing, what you'd become. He tried to tell you in a letter, but you never let him finish it.
Kill him, Willie. Don't let him talk anymore.
Yeah, now, stand aside, Anna. The lights. Who turned them off?
Willie!
I swear by the father of my father, I am innocent. I didn't do it.
Zegon, you.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Thurston? What big hands you have.
Can you find the light switch, Zegon?
Naturally, I just turned it off.
Right.
There.
And they've got away.
You mean the beautiful lady and my friend Gancho?
Gancho. So that's who he is.
No, he's a lot of people. But mostly he was Willy Heinecke, a very high man once, a useful aide to von Papen himself.
An unpleasant character. Well, Zegon, you saved my life by turning off that light.
Yes, and for no compensation either. But, alas, now I am in a pickle. Gancho and his gypsies gone, my violin gone. And without a violin, Zegon is without a tongue.
That'll be a new experience. But if it's a violin you want, there's one.
Oh, that's a treasure. When I played with the Amsterdam Symphony, I had a Guarnerius. On my last concert tour in Budapest, it was an Amati. And now... Oh, pfui, another one of Gancho's cheese boxes.
Wait, give me that fiddle. Why didn't I think of this before? That flat tone.
It may not be a Stradivarius, Mr. X, but that is vandalism.
Look, Zegon, the sound post.
It should be cheese.
Instead of a solid piece of hardwood, it's a hollow tube. In it, a roll of microfilm. So this is how your friend Gancho concealed his blackmailing evidence and shipped it abroad.
No wonder I could never play the Paganini cadenza from Mendelssohn concerto on a Gancho violin.
Zegon, you wanted the job. You have one.
I'm open to suggestion for a slight consideration, of course.
You know where Gancho has gone?
Not yet, Mr. X, but Zegon is not only a virtuoso, he's also a bloodhound. I risked my very life crossing the border to find you here in Yugoslavia.
And how did you know where we'd be, Zegon?
Do you not remember? You said the man who makes all your violins was here in this village.
You are a friend of Thurston's. Why did you follow us?
Oh, my dear lady, is that not obvious? You and Gancho are in a flourishing condition, so to speak, and you will be interested in the information about Mr. Thurston at a reasonable price, of course.
So, it would be much cheaper to liquidate you than to bargain with you.
Oh, but the information...
I'll give it to you for nothing.
Ken.
Oh, Mr. X, don't surprise me like that, and please, Mr. Thurston, just put down that gun. Surely you don't think that
Zegon, I know you too well. You always try to double your profit. So I followed you.
And now I suppose you will kill us.
I'm neither judge nor executioner, my dear. I'll leave that to the proper authorities. In this case, who will be more proper to judge you than your own people of Yugoslavia, whom you've betrayed?
What are they doing, Mr. X? I can't bear to look.
I don't wonder. You're lucky you're not against that wall yourself.
Please don't say things like that.
How different from a pleasant summer in Switzerland a long time ago. a fine friend and a beautiful girl. Seems like two different worlds, Zagar. One of those worlds has ended. A world of treachery and terror.
Before our star, Mr. Herbert Marshall, returns to tell you about next week's exploit of the man called X, here is an announcement from Lockheed. Ladies and gentlemen, when the war is over and final count is taken on those American industries contributing most to victory, the nation's airlines will stand near the top of the list. Here at home, the airlines have worked tirelessly, night and day, to speed essential passengers and cargo. Overseas, the nation's airline crews operating for the Air Transport Command have flown to almost every point on the globe. Many notables have been piloted by airline men on over-ocean trips. President Roosevelt, Generalissimo and Madame Chiang Kai-shek, Generals Marshall, Eisenhower, and Arnold, Admirals King and Leahy, Queen Wilhelmina, Secretary of War Stimson, and many others. Taken together, airline crews have crossed the oceans thousands of times and have flown many millions of miles to foreign shores. Yes, the airlines of America are doing a vital job in the war effort, a job that foretells a great age of flight that you and every American will enjoy in peacetime days to come. Now, Mr. Herbert Marshall.
Next week, I look forward to flying to the colorful West Indies, where a strange death occurs within the walls of an ancient church, where the only clue is a message that says nothing but okay. All leading to a climax involving a ton of high explosives. So join us, won't you, when next I return as the man called X.
Is presented by the Lockheed Aircraft Corporation. Tonight's exploit was written by Milton Merlin. Original music was composed and conducted by Felix Mills. The entire production was under the direction of Jack Johnstone. Mr. Marshall's appearance is through courtesy of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, producers of the Technicolor picture Kismet. The men and women of Lockheed invite you to join Mr. X again next week. Same time, same station. John McIntyre speaking. This is the Blue Network. The man called X. He is the man who crosses the ocean as readily as you or I cross town. He is the man who travels today as you and I will travel tomorrow. He is the man who fights today's war in his unique fashion so that tomorrow's peace will make the world a neighborhood for us all. He is the man called X. Tonight, Mr. X drops in on an adventure involving some hot jewelry, a hotter steak, and an extremely hot senorita. But at the moment, he's getting a rather cold blast from his fiancée, Nancy Bessington. They're at lunch.
Now, look, Ken, do you think I like the prospect of being married to a human helicopter?
Nancy, I object. I've never been known to hover in midair.
But don't you realize, darling, that all this chasing around all over the world, grabbing a sandwich on the run and missing your sleep and...
By golly, you're right, darling. What I need is to be completely and utterly bored.
Ken, I have some friends up on Cape Cod, and they're the dullest people in the world.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sounds like heaven. We must visit them sometime.
We are going to visit them this weekend.
This weekend?
I have the tickets, and we're flying up this afternoon. It's all arranged. The people are expecting us, so you can't back out now.
Well, Nancy, you're an angel, but it's impossible. I have to,
Yes? What do you have to do?
I have to see a jeweler.
Oh?
About some diamonds.
Oh, Ken, darling.
For the chief.
Chief?
Yeah, just a routine inquiry.
Oh, you two going steady now?
Purely platonic.
How long will you be?
Oh, a couple of hours, I should say.
Oh, then good. Then I'll fly up right after lunch. You can come up on the 4:30 plane, and we'll have dinner Cape Cod. A very dull dinner.
Promise?
Promise.
May I assist you, sir?
Why, yes. Are you Mr. Blucher?
No, Mr. Blucher is out of the store at present.
That's too bad. I was advised to see him personally about having a diamond reset with some smaller ones added.
I'm sorry. He is not here.
Do you know when he'll be back?
I can't say exactly.
The middle of the afternoon, perhaps?
Perhaps.
Well, as soon as he comes in, have him get in touch with, will you? I'll be at the Manhattan Health Club down the street a ways, in the Turkish bath. It's extremely important.
For whom should Mr. Blucher inquire?
The name is Thurston. Ken Thurston.
Thank you, Mr. Thurston.
Hot enough for you, Mr. Thurston?
Oh, Axel, this is the hottest steam room in the borough of Manhattan.
There's one other customer, Mr. Thurston. Do you mind sharing the steam with him?
No, send him in.
Good. Don't stay in too long.
Don't worry, Axel, not in this heat.
Is there anything you need? A clean sheet?
No, this one's fine. Just stop back in about 3 minutes and sprinkle some barbecue sauce on me. Oh, phew. Hello?
Is that you, Mr. Thurston?
Who's there? I can't see through this team.
I'm Gunnar Blucher.
Oh, Blucher, the diamond cutter. Glad you got my message.
I must talk to you. I'm in great trouble, Mr. Thurston. Is it all right to talk here?
I imagine so. What's the matter?
I get package in the mail this morning.
That's what I dropped in to see you about.
It's from Holland. I opened it, and there are 3 huge diamonds. Uncut, but valuable for industrial uses. Worth millions.
Well?
Less than 10 minutes after package arrived, they came in and threatened me.
They? Who's they?
The man you talked to with the thick glasses. Herr Schloss and his helper.
Where are the diamonds now?
Schloss made me pack them up again and addressed the box to a jewelry store in Buenos Aires, Argentina.
I get it. From there, Nazi agents will ship the diamonds back to the Reich by way of Lisbon.
Yeah, that's what they do. I knew by the way you talked in the store that you must be from Washington. So I slipped away and followed you.
That's a long haul to get the gems through the lines to Germany. 20 miles as the crow flies, 20,000 miles by the Nazi grapevine.
Will I go to prison, Mr. Thurston?
You'll never live to go to prison if our chum with the thick glasses finds out you've been talking to me. This calls for some prompt activity. Not in a Turkish bath.
Yeah.
Come along, Blucher.
Yeah.
The door's jammed.
We must get out of here. I've had enough of this steam.
Locked. Open up, Axel. Unlock this door.
They must have followed me.
Of course they followed you. Open up, somebody. Axel, turn off the steam.
Mr. Thurston, I'm getting faint.
Come on, Blucher. Let's get our shoulders against this door. Have to break it down. Blucher, are you all right? Blucher. Axel! Axel, everyone, open up this door.
Hello, Mr. Thurston.
Stay gone.
You seem to be in the market for highly specialized services, Mr. Thurston.
Zagon! Oh, Zagon, you're a lifesaver. Unlock the door.
For how much, Mr. X?
How can you think of money at a time like this?
It's very easy. $200 perhaps.
Robbery. But I'm in no position to haggle. Turn off the steam and let's get out of here. Huh. Oh, well, that's better. Now get this door open, Zagon.
I'm hurrying, Mr. X, as fast as I can.
Huh.
There.
God bless your mercenary soul.
Oh, you were in a hot spot, Mr. X, if you'll excuse the expression. It's lucky I happened to stop by.
How did you happen to stop by, Zager?
Well, would Blackstone tell Houdini? After all, a man who lets his main source of income suffocate in a Turkish bath is a fool, wouldn't you say?
I want to be on hand at your autopsy, Zager. I'm sure you have a cash register for a soul.
Thank you.
Where's the attendant?
Bound and gagged in the closet.
Ah, well, I'll be getting dressed.
So I'll be making out the bill for my services.
Incidentally, Zagon, did you get a look at the fellow who tried to suffocate us in the steam room?
A few dollars might sharpen my recollection.
It's high time you declared a dividend.
Mm-hmm.
Did he or did he not wear thick spectacles?
I'd say he did.
Good. Now we know the man we're after, and... Zagon!
What's the matter, Mr. X?
My clothes are gone. Every stitch. My wallet and keys, identification, everything. Zagon?
No, not me, Mr. X. When I pick, I leave the pocket.
I've got to get something to wear.
The sheet you have on is not unbecoming you.
Look, Zagon, get out and scare me up some clothes, because I'm catching the next plane for Argentina. Sweet of you to invite yourself along, Zagon.
But I am so useful to you, Mr. X.
Yes, you do make a nice deduction on my income tax.
What is this wild goose we are chasing to Argentina?
Why should I tell you?
Oh, you might be a very well-broiled steak by now if it weren't for me, Mr. X. Besides, how can I help you if I don't know why we are after the man with the thick glasses?
All right. Some industrial diamonds were confiscated by the Allies when we liberated Holland. Now, our friend is trying to spirit them back to the Reich by way of Argentina.
Diamonds? How much do you think they are worth?
Millions when cut.
Perhaps you would like to hire me on a percentage basis on this job.
No fancy deals, Zagon. Cash on the line.
But you are so impractical, Mr. X. Why don't you put me under contract? You agree to pay me 10% more than the highest offer from anyone else, okay?
I'd be bankrupt in no time. No, Zagon. Where you're concerned, piecework is much cheaper.
May I help you, sir?
I'd like a suite for two. Thurston's the name.
Mr. Thurston? Well...
Do you have a room for me?
Well, but you're already registered.
What do you mean, Ken Thurston? Thurston?
Room 707.
Oh, must be someone else with the same name.
Well, I just took over from the night clerk. He says he thinks this Mr. Thurston is the important special investigator that they call Mr. X.
You don't say?
Yes. From Washington, D.C.
Well.
Where are you from, Mr. Thurston?
Me? I'm from Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan.
Just a moment, we'll continue with tonight's exploit of Mr. X, starring Herbert Marshall. But first, a word from the men and women of Lockheed. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lockheed Constellation is the largest, fastest, highest-flying transport in use today. Fully loaded, 64 passengers, cargo, and crew of 6, it is capable of flying from Chicago to New York in 2 hours, 47 minutes. From New York to London in 13 hours, 20 minutes. From London to Paris in 56 minutes. Now, these sample schedules are quite exciting, of course, but what makes them particularly striking is that the plane we are talking about, the 4-engined Lockheed Constellation, is actually in use today. It's no manufacturer's dream. It is in use today. The Lockheed Constellation. The transport that flies better than 300 miles an hour. The transport that cruises at 20,000 feet, high up in the smooth upper air. The transport that operates in and out of any standard airport with room to spare. The transport, furthermore, that even on short hops of 30 minutes has been proved more economical than the ordinary two-engine airliner. This transport, the Lockheed Constellation, is flying for the Army Air Forces today. When peace comes, it will fly for you, bringing the airport in your town hours closer to any place in the nation and to lands beyond the horizon. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, remember the name. The Lockheed Constellation. The transport of tomorrow in use today. Another example of Lockheed leadership. The hunt for a fortune in uncut diamonds has led Mr. X to room 705 of the Hotel Embajadero in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Next door, in room 707, another Mr. X is registered. At the present moment, Pegon Zellschmidt, freelance spy and double-crosser extraordinary, is combing the room of the ersatz Mr. X, while Ken lies on his bed, staring at the ceiling and thinking out a plan of action. The sun is set, but Ken hasn't bothered to turn on the light.
Where the devil are those cigarettes? Oh. Hello? Well, what did you find, Pegon? Pegon. Who's this? Who's there?
Darling.
Well, hello.
Oh, Ken. Why did you not meet me? You said you would.
Oh, well, a number of things.
You still love me?
Love you? Of course I love you, my darling. I could no more stop loving you than I could stop breathing.
Do you have a cold?
Yes, I'm afraid I caught a little cold. Suppose it makes my voice sound different, huh?
Very different. But then, it's no wonder you caught cold, considering where we were.
Yes, of course, yeah. Where we were, it's no wonder I caught cold. You didn't catch cold, did you, darling?
Of course not. I didn't go in.
That's right, yes, you didn't go in.
Dearest, we've known each other only 9 hours.
Hardly seems that long.
But I know all the things you said are right and true. That's why I did exactly what you told me to. Oh, we were meant for each other, darling. I don't care what Uncle says.
Uncle doesn't approve?
Well, I'm sure he wouldn't, if he knew. No, he's too old to remember what it's like to be in love. All he cares about are his old beef cattle.
You must try to be understanding, my darling. It is hard to get romantic with beef cattle.
There's just one thing that worries me, Ken. This afternoon, after we went out to the...
After we went where, dear?
You know where. I thought you had changed somehow. It's not true, is it?
Yes, I have changed. Much more than you think.
Oh, darling.
Wait till I press the switch on this table lamp and you'll see how much I've changed. By heaven, you are lovely.
You aren't Mr. X.
Opinions on that may differ, but I assure you that the chap who made love to you is not Ken Thurston.
What are you talking about?
I have a sneaking suspicion you've been getting chummy with an agent of the Nazi government.
Oh, I don't believe you.
Lady, you've apparently been sucked in by the oldest con game in the world. And it's a lucky thing you stumbled into the wrong hotel room, or you might have a real heartbreak on your hands.
Oh, it's not true. He loves me. It's for you, pretending.
He made love to you so he could use you for a purpose. All I want to know is what you did for him.
I won't tell you.
Where were you this afternoon?
I don't see...
Where did you go together? What did you do?
Why should I tell you?
Because I'm on your side. Because this phony Mr. X is trying to help the Fourth Reich prepare for another world war.
I don't care.
Yes, you do care. Because he's the type of gentleman that's sabotaging the future happiness of kids like you. Whether you live in Buenos Aires or Bridgeport.
I'm in love with him.
You think you are. You've only known him 9 hours. In another 9 hours, you might be in love with me. Tell me, what's he up to?
I promise.
Who's your uncle? What does he pack besides beef?
Oh, I won't stay here.
Now, wait a minute. Come back. Oh, well.
You want me to catch her for you, Mr. X? I will chase her for nothing.
No, Zagon. No, I think we'll let her go. She may bring us some bigger game. What's with you, Zagon? Did you find anything in our neighbor's room?
He must have all his valuables with him. This hand-woven necktie was the only thing worth the taking.
Anything, any phone numbers?
3 on the back of an envelope. I called them all. One was a girl named Carmelita, one was a girl named Margarita, and one was a B&B meat-packing house.
Ah, now we've got something.
I don't think so. Carmelita and Margarita on the telephone, they sound... Oh, boy.
No. We'll see about them later. First, we're going to do business with the B&B meat packers.
Oh, I hope you have your red points with you, Mr. X. Wild geezers always chase his wild geezers.
Not this time, Zagon. I'll bet you $500 for a dozen orchids that we locate those diamonds within an hour.
You interest me strangely. But orchids, they are expensive.
Not down here. They grow like dandelions.
Oh?
All you have to do is to go out and pick them.
Good. It's a bet.
But you have to help me, Zagon. And you've got to work fast. Because I have a feeling that my little girlfriend is going to send the man with the thick glasses out this same road in a very few minutes. With luck, we can nab both him and the diamonds.
This will undoubtedly make it necessary to bring my priceless talents into play.
Since when have your talents been priceless? Zagon, you are now a meat inspector for the Argentinian government.
Oh, what's my yearly salary?
You won't be around long enough to collect it. Here's what you do. When you get to the packing house, demand to inspect the beef shipment which is consigned to Lisbon, Portugal.
Suppose there is no shipment to Lisbon.
Well, then you win $500. But if there is a shipment for Lisbon, you'll probably see the most valuable chunk of beef in the history of the meat-packing industry. That's the storage house. You all set?
Yeah. Do I use a gun?
Now, what would a meat inspector be doing with a gun? The cows are already dead, Zager.
The gun might come in handy.
Don't worry. I'll be waiting right outside here in the shadows.
I have a brainstorm. You go in and I wait outside in the shadows.
Oh, sure. And if our Nazi friend drops by and tops my price, you'll switch over to the other side. Oh, no, Zager. You are the meat inspector.
All right. What do I say?
It's a bluff. There's only one watchman on duty.
I'm afraid I won't put on a very professional appearance. With beefs, I don't know the front from the back. I'm strictly a ground-round man myself.
They're going to have implicit faith in you.
But after all...
And, there is money to be made.
Mr. X, I go.
Make it fast, Pegon.
What you want?
Hola, I am the meat inspector. I want to examine the beef you are shipping to Portugal.
To Portugal?
Yes. You don't have some, do you?
Very small shipment, see. It leaves tomorrow, but it has already been inspected.
Not by me. I must examine it immediately.
Everybody wants to see the meat for Portugal. Follow me. Here in the refrigeration room, 40 carcasses on the left-hand side.
You will keep the door open for me.
We'll see. But do not take too long. We cannot let the cold air escape.
I will hurry. In all my career, this is the first time I ever picked the pocket of a beef.
Watchman! Watchman! See? What do you want?
investigator for the United States government. Here are my credentials. You may call me Mr. X.
And you want to see the meat shipment to Portugal?
No. I want to know if anyone else has asked to see it.
See, the meat inspector is in the refrigerator examining it now.
In there?
See.
Pardon me, please.
What are you doing? The man cannot get out now.
Exactly. He is not a meat inspector. He is an agent of the Nazi government. Everything he told you was a lie.
And you're quite an expert on lies, aren't you, Mr. X?
Mr. X?
Well, did you get your diamond reset, sir?
No, I never had a chance to examine your entire stock, but I think I'm going to very soon.
Look behind you. My men have you covered from the doorway, Mr. X.
Mr. X?
You mean you wish they had me covered? Unfortunately, Herr Schloss, you came here alone, and unfortunately, I think we'll have to put you on ice for a while. Watchman, which of these refrigeration chambers doesn't have a jewelry concession?
Which?
These storage rooms. Do they all lock from the outside?
Oh, see, and no windows. Well, you want to lock him up?
That's the idea.
Here, I help you.
May I remind you, Mr. X, that we are not in your United States now. Here, my credentials are as good as yours.
Well, try presenting them to one of those cold cuts. In you go.
There, we fix him, yes?
Watchman, I have a feeling somehow that you are too much of an eager beaver.
I am?
Yes, and until I know whether or not you have a swastika tattooed on your chest, maybe you'd better keep him company.
Oh, I know nothing of
An old maxim of mine, when in doubt, cool both your heels. Voila. You all right, Zagon?
I am cool.
Did you find the diamonds?
I found a very expensive beef steak. Let me off, Mr. X.
What's it worth to you, Zagon?
What? Mr. X, this is no time for humor.
Certainly my services should be worth a moderate fee.
Oh, it's very cold in here with all these frozen cows.
Stop beefing, Zagon. $200, perhaps?
Mr. X, how can you think of money at a time like this?
It's a talent I picked from a friend of mine named Zellschmidt. Suppose we say $200 on account and I'll let you out.
Oh, whatever you say, I am pleased.
All that meat and Pegon Zellschmidt.
Oh, Mr. X,
Did you find anything interesting?
Right back here in this...
Here, show me what you're talking about.
This carcass that has...
Come on. What's wrong with this filet mignon, Zagon?
Look.
Ah, a little incision up the left flank. That's unusual. Maybe if we look inside this animal, we'll find a very valuable cut of beef. Okay, Zagon. Hand them over.
Mr. X,
Hand over those diamonds, or you'll be cooling your heels in here for a week. Oh, thank you. Wasn't very clever of you, Zagon. Aren't you ashamed?
Those little teensy, weensy rocks, I didn't think they would be worth anything at all.
I like this story. This will cost you exactly 1 dozen orchids. And please remember that old packing house proverb, Zagon. A diamond in the hand is worth 2 in the beef. Oh, I'm sorry. God bless you. Nancy, I'm terribly sorry. I flew up here as fast as I could.
Oh, sure. Now it's time to go home. Oh, Ken, the least you could have done was telephone.
Oh, were the people dull?
That's ditch water. I suppose you've been chasing all over, getting shot at, ruining your digestion.
Nothing of the kind. It was a very calm and healthful weekend. I had some very rare steaks. Even went to a Turkish bath.
But why didn't you come up here to Cape Cod before it was time to go home?
I sort of got on the wrong plane out of New York. And, then I stopped to get these for you.
Ken, a dozen orchids. Oh, why didn't you say... Oh, honey, they're heavenly.
Amazing, the potency of extensive vegetation.
I didn't know there was a florist in all New York with orchids like this.
Oh, there isn't. I had to take a little trip to get them.
Oh, Ken, you didn't go all the way to Jersey.
Well, that general direction. Kiss and make up.
Kiss and make up.
Oh, well, why don't I have sense enough to stay home?
Mr. Herbert Marshall returns to tell you about next week's exploit of the man called X. Here is an announcement from Lockheed. Ladies and gentlemen, 24 hours a day, every day, the men and women of Lockheed are building weapons of war. The swift P-38 Lightning fighter, the Navy's Ventura bomber, the famous B-17 Flying Fortress, and the majestic Lockheed Constellation. Weapons of war, fighters, bombers, transports. This is the job of Lockheed today. But the time will come, a day of peace. And when it does, Lockheed's skill and Lockheed leadership will continue to build airplanes for the nation. Planes to maintain the peace. Planes to further the peace through national and international commerce. And perhaps planes to provide you and your family with swift transportation to the vacations of peace. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Lockheed is a war plant. Deadly, serious, efficient. But someday it will be a peace plant. A plant that will help endow the post-war years with security and pleasure for you and all America. Now, Mr. Herbert Marshall.
Next week, the ancient city of Athens, in a story which might well be called The Grease Spot, if you'll forgive me. A story in which Mr. X tries to skin the Trojan horse, with the aid, naturally, of a beautiful and seductive young lady. So be with us, won't you, when next I return as the man called X. Good night.
The Man Called X is presented by the Lockheed Aircraft Corporation.
Thank you for listening to and showing your support for my podcast. If you would like to receive notifications of when new episodes are posted, please subscribe to my channel. Subscriptions are 100% free, and they really help me get an idea of how I'm doing. Well, hope you enjoyed, and until next time, stay safe, wish you well, and as always, peace.